Once you have registered your MyIt, this is how your screen will look. When you first enter MyIt, you will be under Today's View. See Today's View up in the left-hand corner. This is where I will have announcements listed. Right now I don't have any announcements, but watch for different announcements from me. Over to the left, you will see if you have any unread messages. This means that you have an email, so make sure you check your email every day, because that's my only way of communicating with you. Also, if you see a number here, new grades, that means something will be graded, and you could click on that and be able to view your grades. I'll do a separate demo on how to do your grades and the grade book. As you see the calendar over here to the right side, I'm having everything due on a Tuesday, and I felt that this would be the best day because there's many holidays during the summer, and some of them fall on Monday, so at least you could have the weekend to work on it. If you see a different due date other than Tuesday, your time zone could be off on your computer, so I'd want you to go up here to My Profile and make sure that it is on Mountain Standard Time. Many times the default is on Eastern Time, and so then your due dates are all off. Somehow my computer is not cooperating, but check My Profile for Mountain Standard Time. Then the entire class is listed under course content. It's important that you go to course content to be able to find all the instructions and the entire course. You can click on the calendar on the due dates, and this will be only the things that are due that are listed there, but this will give you all the instructions. So the first link is your Technology in Action book. This is an e-book, which means if you buy MyIt, you're automatically enrolled in this e-book that you'll have access to for the entire summer semester. This is the book that you'll use to study for your theory tests, and it will load. And you will notice the chapters along the left side. We won't be covering all the chapters in the book, so the first theory test will cover 2 chapters, and I'll tell you what chapters that you should study, and I'll provide a practice exam that you can take if you want to. The practice exam is not required, but it would help you if you practice the actual questions that could be on the test. So the practice tests are listed here with the orange icon in front of it, and as you scroll down you can see that there is a folder where there's actually the theory test, and you wouldn't want to click on that until you're ready to take that quiz, and I'll tell you when there's a due date on those. These quizzes are worth 100 points each. Then I've got everything organized in folders according to the due date. So when you first look into, you have to click on that link to get inside the folder, and there's quite a long list here that will scare you, but some of these are just instructions or samples. So the email assignment, when you open this, it will simply say that I want you to put your name on the roster in WebCT and upload a picture to me. Then you just email me within MyIt. So if I go back out of these folders, you'll find a Communicate tab where you can communicate with me, and you can find my name, and it's just like composing an email. You would go over to Compose New. The one disadvantage of MyIt is that you can't email other students in the class. You can email me, but I wish they had a discussion feature where we could ask one another a question. But if you click on New and find my name on the list, then you can send me an email. So you would just click on Instructor and add the recipient. I think it will make you put in a subject, and the other disadvantage is there's no attachment feature in this email. So you would just write me an email telling me that you have completed your roster assignment. So that's how the course content is laid out. You will just look under course content, go into the folder of what is due that week. I need to put it on student view. And work down the list of assignments. So in most cases, there's an instruction link where you will read the instructions, and then a link where you will upload that to me. So there's a library assignment that they want you to complete so that you know how to access the library here on campus. And then you save it on your computer, and then you upload it to me, and then I can grade it. So there's a 3-step process in uploading. You will browse your computer and find where you saved it. When you browse, it will put the path name of where you saved it in this box. Then you need to hit Add so that that file name goes over into the box here to the right. And then the final step is you click on Finish for grading. Don't panic, because it will give you a 0, and your grade will always show a 0 until I grade it. I'm going to do a separate demo on showing you how to see your grades. So make sure you scroll down, because there's a long list of assignments here. We're going to do these first 3 assignments, which are really short and not too time consuming, and then we're going to start directly with Excel. So Excel gives you a practice exam where it's a training, and I'm going to require these for the first few chapters so that you get used to them, because this is where you learn it, and this is where you will practice for a test that we'll have on Excel. There are pages in the book that you can follow along with this training as well. Then we have some assignments from the book in this link that I'll have you complete. And you will go to the chapter in the book. I found that after I've organized this class that they have rearranged the chapters numbers since then, so I'm going to be editing this template for a while until we get it updated. But you will go into your textbook, your exploring textbook. This is the big book, and I've given you some instructions on a couple of problems that I want you to do out of this book. Sometimes the first time you open a Microsoft document, a pop-up blocker will block it, and you have to do it a second time, and then it may kick you right out of MyIt. Anyway, I've given you a list of assignments that have been required other semesters. For summer, I'm only requiring the ones highlighted in yellow, but really to get the full training, it would be nice if you could do these other problems. I know that if it's not assigned, most students won't do it. But I'll have these 2 problems out of the book and the page number where it's found. The problem now is there have been textbooks that are old, and then the new textbooks, and they have changed the page numbering and the chapter numbering. So if you're using an old book from a friend from last semester, or may have bought an old book online, we are going to have a conflict on pages. So I'm going to have to identify them in another way. So you'll do 2 problems, and then you'll save it and zip it up to me and upload it. So I've given you instructions on how to zip things, but if I went to my documents and found some files and found the files that I did for the homework, so if we were doing Excel, and suppose I was going to upload 2 different assignments, this one, and I'm holding down Control while I click on that one. I'm just randomly choosing one as an example here. If I right click and go to Send To, then Compressed Zip Folder. This zips it up. It randomly gives it whatever name it wants, but that is the file that you will upload. So when you go to find it, here's Chapter 1 Upload. I click on that and go find that one zipped file that we did and upload it to me. And go through the process that I showed you before, where you browse your computer, you add it, and then you click on Finish. So browse, add, and finish. And then you've submitted it to me. So it may take me a while to correct some things, but I will get it corrected. There's a grader that actually will grade. There's a grader project that I'm going to require, and the computer grades this, and I'm going to count it as a quiz. And so I'm giving you 3 chances to attempt to submit this. So I want you to be sure that you read this document that I gave you on the grader instructions on how to do it. I'm afraid this video is getting too long and you won't be getting all of this information, so I could break this up into another demo so that it won't be so long.